Hey, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I am sharing a fun, to me, hopefully for you too, look at how I plan to memory plan, whatever, for 2024. I have gone back and forth like a million times, and when I saw this planner or this notebook that Hiba from My Little Journal put out, I had to get it immediately and definitely incorporate it into my memory keeping somehow. Is it going to replace a memory planner for me? I'm unsure, but I'm definitely planning on using it in 2024. So it is very simple. The setup is there are little open blank grids. The background paper is like a light gray color, and there are 4 different styles. So you have this style here, you have this style here, and then this one here, and then this final one here. So they are all, and then the rest of the notebook is exactly the same with the same format. So you get 4 different grid layouts, and because I was curious myself, I went ahead and labeled them in the back. So here are what the different sizes are. So this is a 5.75 in width by 1.1 inch height. This one is a 2x3. This is a 2x3.5. This is a 3.5 by 2. This open space here is roughly 3.5 by 2.5. The bottom one here is 3.5 by 2. You'll notice that these sizes kind of repeat themselves so that you can basically stick to a couple different sizes and go from there. So 4.5 by 2.5, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. This area open here is 2 by 8. Roughly 2 by 8. It's a little bit under 2 by 8. Up here is another 3.5 by 2, 2 by 3.5, 2 by 3.5. The width of this is 1 3/8 by 2, 2 by 2, 3.5 by 2. This one's roughly 3.5 by 1 3/4. And then we have a 3.5 by 2, a 2 by 2, 2 by 3.5, 2 by 2, 3.5 by 2, and a 3.5 by 3.5. So the nice thing about this is these are somewhat common sizes for, at least for memory planning. A 2 by 3 has been pretty common. The other thing I noticed too is that none of these sizes are bigger than a traveler's notebook page. So if you have lots of traveler's notebook paper, you can trim them down and they would work super well in here. The only size that I don't see that I think would be nice but is not a deal breaker is I don't see a 3 by 4. I think it would be nice to have like a 3 by 4 size, but again, it's like not the end of the world. You could always make it work. But this is a size I'm sort of surprised I don't see in here, but that's okay. The other nice thing too is that the binding, you can see that the binding is quite a bit larger than the actual notebook, which means that you can, this will grow with you. So as you plump this guy up, it'll be able to grow with you. I wanted to just show my first page in here and how I did it. So I went and trimmed a page like this and trimmed it out. So all I did was cut the little holes, and then so it normally would come like this. I just flipped it over and this is going to be my intro page in my notebook. And it's pretty easy to put them back in. It basically, when you slit the holes, it acts like a disc bound planner, which, if you know me, if you've been around here a while, you know I will hack anything. So this is what my first spread looks like. I plan on doing a little bit of journaling in here, but I love this idea. I can use all of my Cocoa Daisy memory keeping stickers and items, and I love a grid. I've been just sort of obsessed with grids for a while now, and so I'm really looking forward to playing around in this size and in this format and sort of seeing where things go. I'm taking a lot less photos these days, so this will be much easier to fill a week, you know, if I did this as a week spread. But also, this could be its own spread, this could be its own spread. I could do multiple spreads per week. You know, the possibilities are endless, and I'm super excited. The other thing I'm excited about is that there is nothing stopping me from adding pages in on top of the grid pages. So lots and lots of options. So I could actually add, let me grab, you know, I still have Daisy Planner pages that I could always add in here as well. They are a little bit taller, but you could easily just do a little trimming and make it work. I think they would fit, mostly. Yeah, they would fit. So that is an option as well. Oh, and of course, because I'm always curious about measurements. Let's measure the actual notebook page. So the page itself is 8.5 in the height, and then 6.5 across. So if you do 6 by 8 pages, you could adhere those pages right into your notebook. And let me give you an example. Okay, this is a sheet of 6.5, I believe. I didn't even check. 6.5, 6 by 8 paper, and it fits really nicely on these pages. So if you do 6 by 8 memory keeping, you could always add those in here as well. And now that I see this, I realize I could easily, if I wanted to do like an unpocket page, I could just unpocket them in, you know, get a blank page and just add pockets. Anyway, lots of options. I'm super excited. I will leave the information for this planner below, or notebook, I should call it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.